I'm so sorry. That was my mess up. I accidentally made it so only members could comment, and I think I have like only 11 members, which I love them. I'm not trying to be like only 11, but considering there was just like 400 people watching and only 11 could comment, that's a problem. Hello, little tree. You are first. I've heard that that is important to people. Does it work? Does what work? I am live, yes. Hello, I am live streaming. This is not a live premiere. Some people see the live premieres and they're like, she's live, and then they get upset with me. And it's not my fault. But yeah, I'm here for just a short time, maybe about 5-10 minutes. Just thought I'd answer some quick questions, get some highlights. Do you have an OnlyFans? I do not, despite popular belief. I have a Patreon, but not an OnlyFans. Trump or Biden, I'm Canadian, so that ain't none of my business. As a man, I've been having a hard time letting go of toxic women in my life, whether it be family or ex-partners. Any advice? Yeah, I do have advice, actually. There comes a time where like there's holding on to things, and then there's like processing things, right? If you are healthily like processing that trauma and processing the toxicity, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're like really holding on to it, it's been a long time, you can't let go of it. You need to like literally give yourself permission, like have a conversation with yourself like a crazy person, and just be like, I give myself permission to let this go, because there's no point, like, don't give the same energy to people that don't have the capability of giving it back, like that same energy back, you know? Hope that makes sense. Would you rather make out with a girl or a man? Are you fucking 5? Is this a grade 6 sleepover? Oh wow, thank you for becoming a member. Hey Chloe, I know this might be debated among people, but does size matter in your opinion? No, absolutely not. And I'll tell you why. Because there are a lot of individuals with large willies in this world who think that the size does everything for them, and those people, it like just kind of typically hurts for women. Like it's not very enjoyable. So yeah, that's not all of them, just like some of them. And yeah, so it's definitely the flow of the motion, or flow of the ocean. What is it? It's not the motion, it's the flow of the ocean. Is that what they say?
I forget how it goes. It's not the motion of the ocean, it's the
row of the boat,
the sway of the boat, or something.
Oh, okay.
That's not it, but it's something like that.
It really doesn't matter, especially if you like. There's other things that you can use to pleasure somebody than your dick. Who's in the background? That is my partner. Alright, I'm putting you in a timeout because you're just trying to make people insecure for no reason. This is honestly not meant to sound bad, but I sent you a message on Insta. It might be interesting chat for you. Okay. I have 12 billion coins in Club Penguin. That is a flex. It's not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean.
Oh, we had it backwards.
Yeah.
We're like, it's not the motion of the ocean, it's the sway of the boat. It's not the motion of the ocean, it's how you steer the vessel.
The oar. Any advice for ugly men? Highlight your best quality. If you're funny, use that, because you know, like if you pay attention in society, there are often you'll see girls who maybe, on first look might be a 2, but they're with somebody who could be perceived as a 10, and vice versa. There's guys who, aren't that great looking, and they get with like really hot women, and it's because they highlight their personality rather than their looks. And believe me, there are so many people in this world who may not even realize that they actually prefer personality over looks. Yes, if you're ugly, be funny. Yes, see, this girl gets it. It's the same thing for me. I don't think I'm the most conventionally attractive person in the world, so I don't care about my looks, and I just try to be funny, and apparently people find me attractive. Blows my mind. All right, more questions. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Meaning behind the neck tattoo. I don't want to talk about it. Can you tell us a story of something awesome that happened to you in your teenage years? My teenage years weren't really full of awesome times. Which part of Canada do you find the best to live in? Shout out from BC. I'm in Alberta, and I'm definitely not claiming this is the best place to live, but this is the only place I've lived, so I'm biased. Well, like, I've lived other places, but in regards to Canada, this has been it. Top 3 Little Peep songs. Ooh, definitely his first one, which was, oh my god, what is wrong with me? Do. What's that Little Peep song? I haven't listened to it so long, because it's so sad. Do. This is the nice one. Praying to the Sky. Sorry. Okay, Praying to the Sky, Ben's Truck. Oh no, sorry. Praying to the Sky, Cobain, and then Ben's Truck. Or it might be White Tea, actually. I don't know. What do you think about a man not having sex until marriage? Do you think it's normal? Honestly, that is none of my business to tell somebody what they do with their body, whether or not it's normal or not. If that's your belief, I 100% respect it. You are inevitably putting yourself at a way lower chance of contracting STDs or, you know, having a baby through like not being married, which is like a-okay, but some people don't want that. So yeah. How'd you become so famous? Being myself, apparently. What to do when a girl ghosts you through text? Move on. You need somebody that like builds you up as much as you could build them up. And if you're constantly feeling disappointment, I mean, you could be feeling insecure. Like if it's like, oh, she hasn't texted you in 3 hours because she's working, you might be a little insecure. But if she's just straight up not answering, move on. Am I single? I don't really like it. Like, yeah, like nobody owns me in a relationship. I don't even know how to answer that question. I'm probably too liberal. Maybe this is what they call radical liberals. The radical left. What's it like being in the spotlight, good or bad? It's good, but there are some bad parts of it, obviously. Damn, your chat moves so quick. Yeah, it does. Hey, Chloe. As a single dad, I thank you so much. You've definitely helped me on my views and led me to my wife. I'm so much happier than ever with a woman who loves me but respects me. Thank you. Wow, that means a lot to me. Wow, did you see this? Did you hear that? He found a wifey through me, I think. So far left to your right. Women seem annoyed with me when I try to talk with them. Even if I just say hello, that's kind of hard because I get lonely sometimes. Not sure what to do. Being lonely isn't always easy. Are you misinterpreting them being annoyed? Because if you're somebody who maybe has like experienced abandonment or didn't really get like the proper love and attachment that you needed, you may be like very hypersensitive to people's reactions in the same way. I'm speaking from experience here. And so I oftentimes think I'm like even my partner, I'll be like, I'm so sorry, like I don't mean to be upsetting you, and he's like, you're not upsetting me, like calm down. So it's just make sure that you're not being like hyper vigilant. Wow, thank you, Champagne Sumo, for the $5. You are so sweet. Hosey, you just got $5. Whenever I get tips in this chat, I put it in my kids' piggy banks. But now I got 2 kids, so now I gotta split it. Thanks. You're welcome. What are your thoughts on sweet potato pie? Never had it, but I love sweet potatoes. Besides men's rights, what other subjects passion you? I'm really passionate on like disabilities. More specifically supporting families and mothers who drink or use drugs during their pregnancies, and supporting and keeping those families together and keeping that child with the mom. I also have a passion about like I don't know, like a lot of psychology stuff. My like passion would probably be in like disabilities, specifically FASD. Do women sometimes baby trap men, like lying that they're on birth control when they're actually not? Yeah, that certainly happens. But just so you guys know, like something that's not really talked about as well, and not trying to say like but, yes, that happens, period, as well as there are guys out there who do the exact same thing. Actually, they'll try to like bugger with the girl's birth control, or they will poke holes in the condoms, they'll slip the condoms off. Like that's actually it's very common. So I just, please be aware that this isn't, you know, baby trapping isn't something specific just to women. Like I was kind of, I don't know if I was like baby trapped, but I was kind of forced into having a baby. Wasn't really given a choice, which is good because, you know, now I have a crazy, lovable 5-year-old that no longer pistol whips me in the face with sippy cups. So that's awesome. What is your hope for your future, Roma? Business-wise? I'm going to be getting back into my podcast. I would really like to help people. I would like to do, like, I would like to be on TV and kind of do a show kind of like Dr. Phil mixed with Steve Harvey, but like better and more progressive. Because I saw like a Dr. Phil episode where this man was being physically abused by his wife, and Dr. Phil offered her help instead and told him not to leave her and to just wait until she got better. And it was just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But I would really like to like help people, you know, have people like message into me. And this is what I'm cultivating on my podcast, is like people emailing me with like questions or issues, and like hopefully I could bring like the person they're having an issue with on and kind of do my own research and things like that. And I would love to do something like that. Smoking next to a kid. Where do you see a child? I'm very confused. Who's smoking? Are you stupid? Safe sex is no sex. Yeah, that's not really like, that's not attainable though. People really, you know, people kind of sometimes like use children as like punishments or like consequences for having sex, and like that's not really the case. Like it's a human need for intimacy. It's wired into us for a reason, not just us, but like animals, even bugs, even flies be fucking, you know? So like this is something that's like, it's a need. We need intimacy, maybe not sex, but like intimacy, and you know, the feeling of like love is just very natural. It may not be like a need, but it's a want, and it's natural. And so the whole just be abstinent is just completely unrealistic. I have a question. How was your day? It's been good. Someone says up here, have you slept with a lot of people? Well, number one, is that your business? But number two, if I said yes, would you no longer respect me? That's the real question. Your opinions on veterans being used as an excuse to put down the LGBT community. Oh, could you explain that to me more? I would love to give an opinion on that. The only reason why I would go on the Fresh and Fit podcast would be to completely humiliate them. Thank you so much, Kyle Freeman. You like hockey? If so, yes. What's your team? Okay, nobody automatically unsubscribed from me, but my favorite team is actually Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, go get it. It's fine. Okay, well, I'm not gonna rip them. There's a water bottle right there, no? In my room, I know there's a water bottle.
But I'm in quiet time.
What would happen? What would you do if your children followed your footsteps as a human rights advocate? Honestly, I don't care what my children do. I hope that they do whatever makes them happy. I'm not one of these parents that are like, I want my child to push on my legacy, you know what I mean? Like, my legacy is mine to give, and my children's are theirs to develop. And so, you know, even if, you know, my daughter ended up becoming like a radical feminist or something, like I would still love her. I would respect her. I would listen to her. You know what I mean? What if your child becomes a rapist? Well, then I failed as a parent. Yeah. Are you married? I've seen some people say you were curious. No, I'm not. I'm not married. I actually don't believe in marriage. I wear a ring, but this is a ring that I bought for myself. Well, the original ring I bought for myself after getting out of a really bad relationship. And I bought it for myself as a way to remind myself to just love myself and not focus on anybody else. Because, like, I've never really been single. I've been in 4 relationships, and they all lasted, like, first one was 3.5 years. Second one was 2.5 years. The other one was like almost 2 years, 1.5 years. And then my partnership that I'm currently in has been 2 years just passed. So it was just a reminder to myself to like keep. We'll go get it. Missy Moo. We are not using this excuse to be lazy. Get out of here. Are you still in a relationship with your child's father? I have 2 children, so I was a single mother up until a little while ago. Like 2 years-ish. My first child, absolutely not. What a lot of people don't know about me is when I actually got pregnant with my second baby, who just turned 6 months old yesterday. I was on birth control when I got pregnant with him. And I came to my then boyfriend, because he was my boyfriend. We called each other boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. And I said, like, I know that this is unplanned. You are very young. I'm not here to force you into having a baby, but I need you to know, like, I'm gonna keep this baby either way. And if you need to, like, move on in your life and just, like, completely absolve yourself from parental responsibilities, I respect that and totally fucking understand that. So I gave him the choice, and he pondered it, and he said that he wanted to stick around and be a dad, and that was very important to him. And so when we know Hosanna, Rachel, 1. She's pushing my limits. So when he decided that he wanted to like be a part of the kid's life, him and I both had a conversation, and we were both very young. Like, I'm 25 now, but he was like 23 and I was 24, I think, when we got pregnant with a little baby. And so we made the decision together to not be boyfriend and girlfriend and just focus on building a good solid foundation in a family home. And so we haven't been the stereotypical like boyfriend and girlfriend since since I got pregnant, because we just felt like if we had like the best chance that we had as young parents to make it work and to keep our child in a happy, like vibrant home was to just put our personal shit aside and just focus on being like partners. And so that's why we call each other partner, is because we don't really have a definition to what our relationship is. We focus on the kids, number one, because we're partners. We're a team. And whatever we do on the side, whether it's with each other or with other people, is not really anybody's business. But yeah, like we live together. We have a big, beautiful home in the suburbs together. We're about to buy a car together. But yeah, like we don't have the like boyfriend, girlfriend label. There's no expectations. There's nothing. Like we focus on the children. We keep a happy home. We work together, and it fucking works really well for us. So I guess I am technically single. I'm not looking because I have a young baby. I'm still breastfeeding. I am just like living the family life right now. If I like happen to meet somebody in the future, that's my own thing. And if he happens to meet somebody in the future, that's his own thing. Like we just really don't worry about it. We just kind of live happy and have a kid. And, I'm the breadwinner of the household. I love that. He's just building his career. He's just getting famous himself, doing a whole different thing. And, so I'm here to support him and support the family while he builds his career, builds up his wallet, and I'm just here to support him and be a good parent, and he's the exact same way. So, yeah. What is your son's dad like with your daughter? My son's dad. I'm confused. I got a baby. I never said if he was a boy or a girl. My daughter with my partner, incredibly healthy. Like, that relationship was built very, very slowly, very positively. Tons and tons of healthy boundaries. He has never to this day bathed her, consequenced her. Like, I am her parent. And that's the extent of what I'm comfortable sharing. But we live like, we're a happy family. We live good. Why are you a chameleon? I'm a person. I'm not a chameleon. But I do have a video tagged to the top of my channel where I respond to Think Before You Sleep, and actually give like pretty good evidence as to why he's the actual chameleon, and not by my word, by men's word at the masses. So I just encourage you to do your own. Do you think some of your followers are incels? God, I hope not. But the truth of the matter is that the men's rights community, 100%, there is some overlap with white supremacy, with incels, with people who follow the white replacement theory, very radical behavior, militias. Like, before I offend anybody, I don't really know too much about militias. Whenever I hear the word militia, it's never really attached to anything good. So that's just based off of my very limited knowledge. But there's 100% an overlap, but that's why I do my best every single day to like draw that line in the sand and let people know that this is not a place where we're just going to put down women. And if you're just here to watch me put down women, this isn't the place for you, because I'm going to hold men, women, people of non-gender conforming, I don't care who you are, what you identify with, I'll hold you accountable, your dog accountable, your cat accountable, fuck, I'll even hold your fish accountable, okay? It's shitting too much in the tank, I got you. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go though. Thank you so much for the chat. What do you think about Andrew Tate? I'm actually trying to reach out to him currently to interview him, because I have a genius idea. I'm a genius. Anyways, why do so many people asking her ethnicity? What does it matter? I'm Romanian Gypsy. I'm a proud Gypsy. And despite what Andrew Tate says about gypsies, because, you know, he's a Romanian man, that is not accurate, and we are great people. So, anyways, thank you so much. I will maybe upload some highlights. You're in big trouble after I turn this live off. Oh, yes, you are.
No.
I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I gotta get out of here and give this little stinker bum some trouble. I was adopted from Romania. Just, you know, adopted from an orphanage. Ha, ha, ha. Do I support the LGBTQAI community? Yes, I do.
You're in big trouble.
You're in big trouble. Okay, I love you guys so much, and see you again.